Ladies and gentlemen, resident on the other side of tonight are incredible days filled with immense potential, pregnant with all sorts of awesome possibility. The mindset of the champion has been programmed to realize that it cannot afford the luxury of a negative thought. It's got to reach deep down inside of you if you wish or desire to free yourself from the shackles of mediocrity.
Kenni Gambo is the author of the much-acclaimed books How to Achieve Your Dreams, Conquering the Odds, and the customer service book, Is This the Way to Treat a King? He is a renowned corporate motivational speaker, much respected for his dynamic insights and powerful...
Are you having difficulties achieving your goals? Are the odds stacked against you, hindering your progress? Then order your copies of the books How to Achieve Your Dreams and Conquering the Odds for only R89.99. Remember to add 25 Rand for postage. It is guaranteed to ignite the flame of inspiration in you. Call 082 438 1333 now.
Power principle number 1. You must show determination. If you have a goal that you'd love to reach, there must be unadulterated determination for you to reach your goal. You will have to show fierce determination, that is. And I want to show you an example and share with you the kind of determination that you need. There is a young man who once was born in one of Cape Town's gangster-ridden and crime-ravaged areas. In a very poor area, this young man grew up with a dream and a desire to be one of the world's top football players. But you see, the situation which he found himself in was not conducive to producing footballers of a world-class nature. Because in and around his immediate social environment, there was tremendous violence. Gangsters ran rampage through this particular area, and weekend upon weekend there would be homicides and massacres and drive-by shootings. But this did not deter this young man. He was born in this particular area, and therefore it was considered impossible because the odds that faced him were incredible. But this is his life story, and I want you to listen to it. You see, he played soccer at school after showing very little interest in academic work. Teachers would criticize and ridicule, and so would those in his class. His contemporaries would have something to say about his supposed lack of academic aptitude. But ladies and gentlemen, despite a lack of resources and opportunity, he carried on irregardless. And that is where many people make the mistake. They depend so much on the opinions of others that when they express a sentiment that does not concur with the view that they have, they give up on their dreams. This young man did not. He continued, and in no time at all he was snapped up by a very ambitious and a brand new soccer club formed in Cape Town by publishing magnate Rob Lowe. The club was called 7 Stars. In no time at all, 7 Stars bought shares and amalgamated with Cape Town Spurs and became Ajax Cape Town. The young man naturally progressed up. Though he had no aptitude, or he had very little aptitude for academic prowess, he had an uncanny ability to strike a ball with venom. Soon thereafter, he played for the South African under-20 national team, and in Morocco he was voted player of the tournament. The magic was on the world stage for all to comprehend. Ladies and gentlemen, listen very closely what happened to this young man. After that, he was signed up by Ajax Holland, becoming there a paragon of excellence in their youth academy. It was inevitable that this young man would become an international soccer star, and indeed even a footballing brand. It wasn't long after that his dreams and his determination saw him move to Spain, where he was signed up by a club called Celta Vigo. Now, football fans will know that at Celta Vigo they have all kinds of international players, and indeed this did hamper this young man's progress up life's ladder. For 1 year he kept on sitting on the sidelines with no regular action in the first team. Not only was his place in the team in jeopardy, but even his country, South Africa, failed to recall him for very important international matches. All the while his parents were still stuck in the gangster-riven and crime-ridden area called Hanover Park. It wasn't long after that when a move to Porto in Portugal brought about the desired results. Upon his arrival, he was hailed as the savior, for he hit the back of the net 13 times in 12 games. Ladies and gentlemen, Benedict McCarthy became a household name. This year, he is the top goal scorer in Portugal. His club, the unfashionable Porto, are in the Champions League final. And ladies and gentlemen, along the way, he has bundled out such powerhouse billionaire clubs like Manchester United. Just last weekend, Benny McCarthy hit 3 goals in the penultimate game of the season against Pragma in Portugal, enabling his team to win the league championship. Not bad for a soccer player from a gangster-ridden, crime-ravaged, impoverished, apartheid-ridden township on the Cape Flats in Cape Town. What do we learn from the story of Benny McCarthy? We learn, number 1, that he is on the verge of football immortality. We learn, number 2, that Benny McCarthy earns a reported 400,000 rands a week. That is more money than most businesses make in a year. We also learn that indeed he is determination personified. For those of you who have a dream, this is what this teaches you, and you will do well to take heed of this lesson. Number 1, your background does not matter. Because if somebody who comes from such a severely disadvantaged background can make it, then so can you. Number 2, determination, discipline, dedication, and desire are necessary. You must want this dream so bad that you would do almost anything to attain your goals. Number 3, faith, even with no goal in sight, is what is required. You see, what Benny McCarthy did was prepare for the Champions Cup final from the minute he put on his first soccer boots. You have to prepare for your goal as if you have a written contract that it will transpire. That is called faith. Faith is believing in things you cannot see as if they were. Principle that you will also have to remember, you have to learn to expand your view. You have to learn to expand your view and enlarge your vision of yourself. You were not born just to impact your local community. That's not what you were born for. Some of you are just waiting to impact the world and come to global prominence if only you can apply your faith. You've got to see your business as expanding beyond your local frontiers. You've got to see your dreams reaching far further than you could ever possibly go. When you do that, you will have learned the lessons that Benedict McCarthy learned. The last thing that I want to show and share with you is that, as in the case of Benedict McCarthy, you must remember that determination without discipline is superstition. It is almost like a racing car, engine full, raring to go, petrol brimming, and a driver who doesn't know how to drive. You've got to be determined if you want to reach your goals, and you've got to learn from this paragon of excellence that, like Benny McCarthy, you can make it too.
Immense potential, pregnant with all sorts of awesome possibilities. The mindset of a champion has been programmed to realize that it cannot afford the luxury of a negative thought. You've got to reach deep down inside of you if you wish or desire to free yourself from the shackles of mediocrity.
Kenni Gambo is the author of the much acclaimed books How to Achieve Your Dreams, Conquering the Odds, and the customer service book Is This the Way to Treat a King? He is a renowned corporate motivational speaker, much respected for his dynamic insights and powerful...
Are you having difficulties achieving your goals? Are the odds stacked against you, hindering your progress? Then order your copies of the books How to Achieve Your Dreams and Conquering the Odds for only R89.99. Remember to add 25 Rand for postage. It is guaranteed to ignite the flame of inspiration in you. Call 082 438 1333 now.